how to pick the right wheel and tire and how to fit them correctly. And right now we got Richard from BF Goodrich with us, good friend of ours. We were talking before the break about basic measurements and stuff that you need to fit your tires up. And what's the difference? I mean, a lot of people are putting in nitrogen right now into their tires and filling them. What's that do for them, Richard?
Nitrogen is okay. It's approved by all the tire companies, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know. Let's put it like this. Put nitrogen in your tires.
Uh-huh.
And then you need to add a little air to it later.
Yeah.
As soon as you add just regular air to it, you've lost your nitrogen content, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
My suggestion is just keep your air pressure up. If you want to spend the extra $1 for nitrogen, fine.
I mean, why are guys doing it, though? You know what I mean? Is it, I guess it makes your tire lighter?
Yeah, basically the idea behind it is the temperature doesn't bother nitrogen.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. But again, we still recommend, whether you use nitrogen or not, you need to be checking your air pressure on a pretty regular basis. And if you check it on a regular basis and keep it up,
yeah,
nitrogen is a good thing. But it's, I got regular old American Air in all of my tires.
There you go. I got a 1950 bullet nose Studebaker up in the back 40 at my house, and I still think it has the original air in the tires. or they're petrified because the thing, they will not go flat.
That could be.
And I've heard of it. I've seen cars that have, they pride themselves on, that's original air in those tires.
Right.
And that's pretty crazy, though, if you think about it. 50-year-old car, and it's still got the original air.
Yeah, if you really put a load on it, though, I don't know how long.
Yeah, no, I hear you, yeah. Start just breaking off in chunks as you're going down the road, screwing up your new paint job. In
fact, an old tire like that, another thing, keep in mind, the tire has got rubber, it's got fabric in it, it's got steel in it.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is a tire has got lubricants in it. And if a tire is moving, it lubricates itself, so to speak. When it sits still, it basically dry rots.
Gotcha. Does all the lubricant go to the bottom, I guess?
They just kind of dissipate.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
you
basically need to, in other words, and I hate it, but, hot rodding industry, we don't drive them all. We don't drive them enough.
No, I know.
And sometimes they wind up dying young or dying way before the tread's worn out just because we don't drive them enough.
Yeah. I did a 1956 Ford pickup for my father-in-law, and I built that thing about 10 years ago, but I bought the tires 15 years ago, and they're still on the truck, and every now and then when I take it out for the first time, they feel a little square. It's got 630 horsepower, too, and they don't grab very well. So
a tire like that, any tire that's got age on it, I highly recommend real good inspections. Moving around the house and driveway and stuff like that's one thing, but when the age gets in there, you got to rethink. Do I want to go down the interstate at 70 miles an hour with a tire that's 20 years old or 10 years old? And it's kind of like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, I'd probably be the guy out there doing that. You still got to go fast no matter what kind of tires you got. Yep. But like you were saying earlier, you got steel and stuff in there. I mean, what's the difference between like a bias ply and a radial?
In a nutshell, a radial tire means that the body cords are running the opposite direction of of travel.
Oh, okay.
So the cords actually run from bead to bead, so to speak. If it's a bias ply, instead of running running directly bead to bead, it's running at an angle.
Gotcha.
And you would have one ply would be at one angle, and the next ply would be at a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives it a good strength, but it creates kind of a scissoring effect, which builds heat.
Okay.
And where a radial tire, all the plies are working together, it means that it also makes the tire freer rolling. lower rolling resistance and a radial tire as compared to a bi-spline.
Oh, cool, man. Well, dang, Richard, I appreciate you calling in and joining us today. It's good to hear from you. I haven't seen you in a little while. You got to get by and see us.
Okay. In fact, like I say, I was out there a month ago, and but I didn't have time.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I tell you what, this new tire we've got, the Sport Comp 2, is going to really be a great tire for us. It's
well, why don't you hang on to that thought? And hang out for the next segment. We'll talk about it a little bit more.
Okay. All right,
okay.
We'll do.
Thanks.